The first children who saw the dark and slinking boat approaching through the sea let themselves think it was an enemy ship. Then they saw it had no flags or masts, and they thought it was a whale. But when it washed up on the beach, they removed the clumps of seaweed, the jellyfish tentacles, and the remains of fish and flotsam, and only then did they see that it was a drowned man. They thought that he would have had so much authority that he could have drowned fish out of the sea simply by calling their names, and that he would have put so much work into his land that springs would have burst forth from among the rocks, so that he would have been able to plant flowers on the cliffs. They secretly compared him to their own men, thinking that for all their lives theirs were incapable of doing what he could do in one night, and they ended up dismissing them deep in their hearts as the weakest, meanest, and the most useless creatures on earth. They were wandering through the maze of fantasy when the oldest woman, who was the oldest, had looked upon the drowned man with more compassion than passion, sighed, "He has the face of someone called Esteban." They let him go without an anchor, so that he could come back if he wished, and whenever he wished. And they all held their breath for the fraction of centuries the body took to fall into the abyss. They did not need to look at one another to realize that they were no longer all present, that they would never be. But they also knew that everything would be different from then on, that their houses would have wider doors, higher ceilings, and stronger floors, so that Esteban's memory could go everywhere without bumping into beams, and so that no one in the future would dare whisper the big boom finally died. Too bad. The handsome fool has finally died, because they're going to paint their house fronts gay colors to make Esteban's memory eternal, and they were going to break their backs digging for springs among the stones and planting flowers on the cliffs, so that in future years at dawn the passengers on great liners would awaken, suffocated by the smell of garden on high seas, and the captain would have to come down from the bridge in his dress uniform, with his astrolabe, his pole star, and his row of war medals, and, pointing to the promontory of roses on the horizon, he would say in 14 languages, "Look there, where the wind is so peaceful now that it's gone to sleep beneath the bed. Over there, where the sun is so bright that the sunflowers don't know which way to turn. Yes, over there, that's Esteban's village."